Well, are you ready for hashtag night dash? You know, I test a lot of gig apps, and I was going to test Uber Eats, but I got busy working on editing and stuff for you, improving our new app Shiftmates, and I didn't get out there when I thought I was gonna get out there. Did I give up? Nay. I said, let me get some Chipotle first, which was about 20 bucks or whatever it was, I don't know. So I wanna make at least 4 times that today. $80 to $100+ driving on different gig apps. As you know, or may not know, here on the Your Driver Mike Side Hustle Variety Show, that person just flew out of that parking lot, rushed up to the stop sign. Let's be safe on the road, everybody. That I drive a lot of DoorDash, and we have on-time rates, which is tracking me right this very second. That's right, they're monitoring me right now. DoorDash, why? It's because I accepted a DoorDash run with 1 second left. This stacked offer, Wingstop combined with Friendship Beer Distributors, as they do. I'm the alcohol Pittsburgh delivery dude. So I will take this stacked offer. So, rules. Can I make at least $80 today in 4 hours going into the late night? It's already 8:37 p.m. Rule number 2, I can use any gig app I want, but it must be a delivery app. And rule number 3, and most importantly, if I don't hit at least $80 today, $20 an hour, I gotta double the shift next time. That's 4 hours to an 8-hour shift. So join me here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Can we do it? Man, Wingstop is one of those places I feel like I walk in and I just cross my fingers. I mean, I don't know about you, even back in San Diego, Wingstops, you wait. Thankfully, it was ready, and there was already like 3 people waiting in there. On our way to Friendship Beer Distributor, right up here, really close down the road, and it's gotta be ready. I mean, it's a distributor. Those places are pretty fast. Oh, by the way, here's my strategy with on-time rate today. I don't wanna like oversaturate you with on-time rate. I know you know that I got on-time rate. If you don't know, I'll leave some videos linked down below or something. I just wanna drive like I'd normally drive. Now, if there's delays and stuff, I'll tell you. That's gonna affect on-time rate. I don't wanna like talk about on-time rate for every single offer. This isn't a like OTR testing shift. So going A to B, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, for instance, it says pick up by 8:59 and it's 8:58. So OTR is gonna continue being OTR. So let's just like do our thing. Oh, by the way, I did dispute my only late delivery. Now, subscribe here because I need a sample size of 100 deliveries. I don't have 100 deliveries yet on-time rates. I did dispute the one, and they did excuse it, which is cool. All right, we're gonna follow this guy in. It's a weekend, it's a Saturday, so this place is pumping. Delivery done, alcohol complete. And I'll tell you this, can we get real for a second here? It's 9:30 right now. Let's get real for a second. I don't really talk about this a ton because I will drive anywhere. I'll drive anywhere. I've delivered anywhere. I've dropped off passengers and picked up anywhere. I delivered to Mount Oliver here in Pittsburgh. It is not the best area. All right, let's get real here. It's not the best area. Any like higher responsibility delivery, and let's say it's not in the best area, that is 100% up to you. Like, I am more aware of my surroundings if it's not in the best area. We don't really talk about it, but I mean, I'm always aware of my surroundings, but I'm just a little bit more vigilant when I'm in those areas. Beautiful view of Pittsburgh. Man, I mean, San Diego has like ridiculous views. That's a nice view coming down the slopes here. So it's gonna be up to you if you accept in certain areas, you know, let's just call it out. It's gonna be up to you if you see the ending destination and you say, I don't like that area, you're an independent contractor, it's gonna be up to you. You know, I don't think I actually showed you the offer that I accepted, that would be helpful. $25.75, 13.8 miles. Quoted to take about an hour, but I used half of this offer just for positioning because I was out of the zone in Mount Oliver and I wanted to come back in the zone. Our goal is $20 an hour for this shift, right? And our channel goal is always $20 to $25 plus. So if this one's gonna take an hour, $25 is satisfying that criteria. Now the only thing is it's going from a like out of zone starting destination where it was in Mount Oliver to another out of zone finishing location. So I'm gonna have to deal with that as well. You ready to get comfy with me right now? 20-minute drive, ice cold, Corona Extra. It's fine, it's fine. Ugh. I'm gonna put this in the Dasher bag thing. MXD drinks, I've never heard of this. Mai Tai and margarita. There we go. Yeah, let's just put this in the bag. Now at this point, I think we're an hour in maybe. Like, how do I feel about trying to make at least 80 bucks, $20 an hour, or I gotta double the shifts? I'm feeling pretty good. You know, this delivery right here should satisfy hour number 2. I think, you know, 25 bucks, quoted to take about an hour. So I should be good out of at least 2 of the 4 hours so far. Now I knew this one was finishing outside the zone, right? But man, I thought I'd be closer. It's 6.2 miles out of the zone, at least to the waypoint back into the zone. But it says it's gonna take 20 minutes back into the zone. Man, why do I keep I do this with East like running orders, and I had a feeling. I zoomed in, I was like, well, okay, I'm in Forest Hills, that's not too far away from Edgewood, which is the edge of the zone. As I've said before, you can start to understand Pittsburgh, I guess. Edgewood is the edge of the zone, and then out of the river is out of the zone. So I figured, well, this is just a little bit away from Edgewood, so hopefully it's not 20 minutes. Hopefully the edge of the zone is like 10 minutes away. Okay, well, coming into the corner, Forest Hills, which was near Edgewood, you get the point. I got something, which is great, because I've said this, like, you don't have to go right into the middle of the zone. You just gotta get back in the zone. Just creep over the edge and you'll get offers. And obviously they'll try to get you offers on your way back in anyway. So I got this one, $21.25, 12.5 miles, which is nice. Quoted to take 45 minutes. Now what's hilarious, take a look at this offer. Now it's from Penn Avenue Beer, more alcohol, of course, and it's both from Penn Alcohol or Penn Avenue Beer. I'll take that one. What else? This is the 3rd time I'm getting pulled out of the downtown sub marketplace. Out of the river, out of the zone. Now trust me, this is all me. Like, you're the one that accepted it, I'm the one that accepted it, so you'll have to know, and it'll show you if you're going out of the zone. At least, hey DoorDash, you used to show, or you still do, when an order request is finishing. Actually, you know what? Look, I'll show you in this past offer. This is not showing me anymore. It's going out of the zone. Crazy. You add that feature in now. The feature, here, I'll show you an example where the offer card would outline the sub marketplace, and it shows clear as day if you're ending in a different sub marketplace. Where did that go? We had that for a bit and it was fantastic. I loved seeing that. And it would even show you, I think, the demand level in that new zone when you accepted the offer. It's not doing that anymore. And guys, add that back now, because, you know, like that last offer that I was 20 minutes outside of this zone, it would have been nice to zoom in and see the outline and see how deep I would end up in a different sub marketplace. Alcohol number 2 done. Well, 1 and 2. Oh, and I feel so bad. This like nice customer, man, they gave me the ID per usual. I scan the ID, and then I look at the ID to confirm the face, the picture on the ID matches who handed it to me. All right, like the scan will tell you it's valid, that they're of age, that it's a valid ID and stuff. But you still want to like check the picture. Is it this exit? No, the next exit. Okay. So the Dasher app turns on your flashlight to scan the ID. Oh no, I turn it on. It gives you the option to turn it on because it's night out. So this is all on, I can't even say this is the Dasher app. This is me, guys. So I turn the flashlight on, and then I take her ID and I scan it. It says valid. And then I go to look at the ID, and I'm like, oh, let me just use my phone screen to light up the ID because it was super dark out. I didn't realize the flashlight was still on. I thought it would go off after I scan the ID. I swear it would go off after you scan it, but I think it goes off after you've tapped on hand it to customer. I didn't tap on it just yet. I was looking at, so I turn my phone and I completely shine the flashlight in this poor customer's face, and they're just like, oh. And then I instantly realized what I did. I'm like, you know what? I am so sorry. This person's gonna speed past me on the right. Very nice. Let me just, it's late hours, folks. It is possibly drinking and driving hours. You know, use Uber or something. There's another one. With haste, everybody, with haste. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just like blasted you in the face with a flashlight. This is like the iPhone 17 Pro Max, like the newest one. It has like the best flashlight. I'm so sorry, customer. I was literally kicking myself. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I so awkward? I didn't realize I turned it right into their face. I'm so sorry, customer. You hate me so much. Mistakes happen. You know, wrong turns happen. Mixed up orders happen. Trying to move over. This is going to be fun. This is Pittsburgh. Let me do that. And then I can get over like that. Okay. Yeah. Shake it off. You will make mistakes. You will make awkward mistakes. You might even spill stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to relive my most embarrassing. Here, if you've been watching the Drive for Mike Side Hustle Variety Show for any length of time, does anyone remember the most awkward horror story that was 100% my fault that I did back in San Diego? If you're an OG, let me know if you remember what I did. I'll give you a hint at pickup. I'm running late. Let's talk about on-time rate for a sec. I'm running late. I did the pickup at Shake Shack. I had to wait a little bit. And I got there on time, but I was running late because it wasn't ready. That's okay. DoorDash has my back. Thanks, guys. Hey, we have your back. We noticed that this offer is taking a little bit longer. I'm sure you've seen this screen if you have on-time rates. So we're gonna adjust your on-time rate accordingly because you did get there on time. Okay, cool, thanks guys. And that seemed to flag before, hold on.
Please scan your ticket or scan it.
Before that, the worry-free unassigned, right? So it seems to be, and if you have on-time rate, I mean, you know this, you can tell me. Firstly, they'll flag like, hey, we got your back. And then secondly, it'll say worry-free unassigned because you've been waiting for like 10 minutes. Let's make a note though, Shake Shack. What do I see on the back end of on-time rate to ensure that you have my back, DoorDash? Which I appreciate. I'm being a little, is facetious the right word? I'm messing around a little bit, but I appreciate you having my back. I could have gone. And here we go. Can you have my back? Can you have my back and just like this video? If you can, consider subscribing. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Been doing gig work for a nice 10 years now in different marketplaces. Would love to have you a part of the team because, by the way, I actually reply to you, and I don't just reply, I physically reply with the YouTube voice memos. Has anyone seen that? So I'll reply with a voice memo, which I think is pretty sweet. It's a little more convenient than typing, although I can be pretty fast typing. So leave a comment down below about this shift or gig economy questions, and maybe I'll reply with a voice memo. I don't think you can listen on desktop, by the way. So hop over to a mobile device. Okay. DoorDash has my back on this. It happened again. Something that typically doesn't happen. Why did it happen again? I have an idea. Half of the stack was canceled. The Homestead beer distributor was canceled. On my way, I think I drove maybe like 10 minutes. So I should get half pay. Right now, the notification is gone. It popped up for a second, disappeared, and said, hey, it was canceled. So I swiped down on the iPhone and I don't see a notification. Okay, so we should get half pay on that. I think it's because they may be closed. You know, it's 12:12 a.m. right now. I don't think our distributors are open at past midnight. Let me carefully screenshot this one for you. I think I might take this one. Yeah, this might be the last one, actually, the one that I take. So I have Lane's Chicken in Oakland, and DoorDash is like trying to make it up for me because they gave me one add-on for Lane's, but it was like 7 for 4 miles. So I said no. But then they just sent me another one. I'll show you it right now, but it was actually worth it. And it's kind of headed towards home anyway. So I will add that one to the route. So I should get half pay. And then now I have a stack both at this Lane's Chicken. But yeah, I don't think the distributors are open at midnight. In San Diego, I don't know if it was like the straight up liquor stores. I feel like it, at least the bottle shop, but I'm pretty sure liquor stores were open until like 2 a.m. in California. Not here in Pittsburgh, they close at like 11. The liquor stores, the state stores, I should say, the PA wine and spirit store, they close at like 8, 9, maybe 10. Wait, hold on. Wait till you hear about this delivery. So Lane's, right? I got 2 pickups at Lane's. This young guy working. Students are back. And let me tell you, they're back with a vengeance. It is 12:40 p.m. I don't know how late Lane's is open, but there's a bunch of them. The students were in there, you know, drinking, partying on a Saturday. I went to Penn State. I know what that's about. And it's just packed. So then I'm waiting, then another driver, then another driver, and another driver. So drivers are waiting, students are waiting, they're calling out the orders. And I say, I got a pickup for so-and-so. He's like, all right, cool, got you. And we're just waiting, right? Not ready. So I immediately mark it in the app, hey, it's not ready. So, you know, a little bit of time's going by, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I get the prompt from DoorDash that says, hey, we got your back. Then I get another prompt that says, someone's flying through, speeding through Oakland in a Jeep, hitting all the red lights, and they're trying to do that like old school hack where you flash your high beams. Wow, that was the biggest pothole ever, Pittsburgh. Oh my gosh, this poor Passat. Flashing the high beams, trying to trick to tap the light to change. Look, we all got to the same red light. Oh my goodness, my goodness. One of the Lane's orders was canceled. I get a notification, and you know what? I'm dropping off right here to McGee Women's. Let me pick up that story in just a minute. So all this stuff happens. The one order is canceled. Remember, I already had one canceled here before this, before I even got to Lane's. I'm like, all right, now I just got one. That's fine. And 10 minutes turns into 15 minutes. 15 minutes probably turns to 18 to, 20 minutes waiting. And I'm thinking, you know what? This is my last offer. I had the other one cancel. That's fine. The delivery is right down the road, as you can see, right here to McGee Women's. So I politely asked the guy a couple of times, like, hey, you know, I got this one, just so you know. I got this one, just so you know, so it doesn't forget. Other drivers are doing the same thing. Please don't shove it in their face. Be polite if you catch their eye. Say, hey, just checking. I'm checking for so-and-so. So then after, about 20 minutes, again, he's just standing there. I was like, hey, can you just double check with the guy in the back, like you have so-and-so? And he checks the bags behind him, and it was behind him the entire time. When I told you about mistakes earlier, like he made a mistake, he checked that shelf prior. He must have missed it, or the guy in the back must have put a new order up there and he didn't continually check it. He knew I was waiting for it. I had asked him several times. He grabbed it, he's like, I am so sorry. And then instantly made me think of that poor customer, like flashed with my flashlight. I'm like, hey man, you know, it's all good. It's just kind of funny. It was sitting there behind him the entire time. So, let's punch this into shift, mates. Did I hit my earnings goal of $20 per hour? Spirited driving down the on-ramp. Man, you gotta be careful out here. I mean, that's nothing new. It's just, you know, it's been a minute since I've driven signaling left, but going back right. Oh, it's been a minute. You know what? I think we hit it. We certainly hit it looking at the numbers here, the summary screen of DoorDash. I'm very happy about that. Shifts have been good. And then even with the $3 bonus boost dropping off, I mean, we have this crazy $3 per delivery bonus boost in Pittsburgh, which is very nice. Was I on time though? You know what? I can actually check right now real quick. Let's see, was I on time? Because I know for certain, okay, yeah, it was just this one order. Let's take a look together as I drive home. I was late to the Wingstop delivery and the Friendship beer distributor, which was the very first offer. I was in the Strip District, and then I went to Wingstop first in East Liberty, then I went to the Friendship beer distributor. I was late 9 minutes. 9 minutes from the Strip to Wingstop in East Liberty. And I was trying to think of what happened. Why would I have been late 9 minutes? I didn't do anything. Again, I didn't do anything. I couldn't even think of anything. Maybe some red lights? I can't even say traffic. It was still like in the evening. Maybe traffic? I was still early to both drop-offs. I was early to customer 1. I was early 1 minute to customer 2. So they're adding up the total discrepancy. If we're judging by the delivery time on the initial offer screen, because that's what you've said on your support pages, if I'm early to both drop-offs, how could the delivery still be marked late? That makes no sense to me. If I am late to the pickup, but I was early to the drop-off, how am I late? Isn't it more important that the point of service, which is handing off the food, is on time? So the argument could be like, well, you were late to the pickup, so the food is sitting around not in your hot and cold bag. Okay, well, that's a logistics issue in your app. That's not a delivery service issue, because you said the delivery time is X, and I was on time to X when the food is supposed to be delivered. I was on time for that. I guess that's the argument. Like, yeah, you handed it off or whatever, you did a contact list at the right time, but since you were late 9 minutes, you know, at the Wingstop, it was sitting on the shelf longer than it needed to be. I guess is the argument of why they're adding up the differences of both legs there. Okay, I'm heading home. Let me know what you think of this midnight DoorDash Dash and Shift, the challenge, the on-time rate, and more. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and thank you so much for watching.